Hey everyone, Paul here, and in this video I've got a couple of ideas I'd like to run by everyone. So you may have seen one of my newest series, Guild Wars 2 Log, and one before it called World of Warcraft Log. Now these two series are my attempt at bringing you MMORPG content, because I'm a huge MMO fan. I think more than any other genre, I absolutely love MMOs. But the problem is, due to the nature of MMOs, it's very difficult to bring you a let's play in the style that I normally do them, because I like to show you everything in the sense that every step a character takes, I mean, it's all relevant, but when it comes to MMOs, there is a lot of steps. A character takes a metric buttload of steps, and it's not really good for let's plays. You don't want to see me grind out, a few hundred quests just to get, 20 levels or so. So I came up with this log format where I basically take things that are interesting and I try to make like a little highlight reel. Or I'll just focus on one thing for a good amount of time. So in one video you may see me doing some PvP, or talking about, a particular loot, and in the next video it'll be something completely different. It's not like an ongoing thing, it's bits and pieces. So far, reception for these two series has been pretty good, and I was curious if you guys wanted to see more. So, in fact, before I get into that, I just want to address a couple of things concerning WoWlog. So, I had to cancel my subscription for World of Warcraft and Star Wars The Old Republic at the same time because I was, I just can't afford it. There's a lot of financial stuff I have to worry about, and trying to juggle two MMOs is pretty tricky. But at some point I do hope to go back and continue bringing you more WoW content, but for now I'm just going to have to hold off. The good news is, though, is that, in fact, a few hours before I've recorded this video, Blizzard announced their new WoW token system. It's very similar to Plex that they use in EVE. Basically, a player can go buy game time from WoW, or a WoW token, and then they can sell it in-game to other players for gold. So it's technically a way for them to, deal with gold selling, basically just suffocate the gold sellers. And with this method I could possibly try and, spend some of my in-game gold and, obtain, game time without having to pay for it myself, which would be incredibly useful. So that is definitely one option I can take a look at. Now, I recently jumped back into Guild Wars 2 because, well, they announced their new expansion, Heart of Thorns, and my friend's been playing it for a long time, and he's, still enjoying it, so I took a look at it and I got hooked back into it, so I've been playing that. And on that note, I do have a guild in Guild Wars 2. We are on the Jade Quarry server if you want to join us for World v World, otherwise it doesn't matter what server you're on. But keep in mind you have to be on a North American server because that's where we are. If you're in Europe, unfortunately you won't be able to join us, but if you're on a North American server, feel free to send a friend request to paulie.9685 or stretch.4510 and we'll get you added to the guild. Again, it doesn't matter what server you're on unless you want a World v World together. So, with that said, I'd like to know what everyone thinks of the two series I've got. Do you enjoy this format? Does it fit? Is there something else you'd like to see? And moving on from that, would you like to see me do this log format in other MMOs? Are there any MMOs you want to see in particular? Now, for the longest time I've been waiting for the repopulation. Now, it doesn't take a subscription, I've already got it, I've already paid for it, and I've been itching to play it. It's in alpha at the moment, but I haven't been too motivated to play it as of late. But that's something I could definitely check out and do a sort of log on it. Also, Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, I know I've got a lot of fans on here that really do enjoy Star Wars: The Old Republic. A lot of you join me on my streams, and yeah, I could bring that back. Because it's free to play, I can actually get on it any time. I think I'll be limited in a few different ways, but I could still, you know, do things in game. So if you would like to see me do like a log on that, I could certainly try. But yeah, I just need to know how many of you would like to see that, because it's a very big commitment. It's not a small thing to undertake. Doing one on Guild Wars 2 hasn't really been an issue because I've just been playing it. It's kind of like my game I play when I'm not doing anything else at the moment. But to get back into, say, WoW or the Old Republic, it's going to be like a very big commitment, because I'm going to have to sort of get on there, invest a lot of time to bring you these videos, which is no problem on my end. I'm happy to do it, but I want to make sure that there's, you know, an audience for it. Do you guys want to see that? And if you do, what type of things would you like to see? But yeah, I think that's about it really for this video. If you guys have got any other ideas on videos you'd like to see me do, I may take a dip back in Arcade at some point. But yeah, we'll see. At one point I was considering doing a general MMO log, which is where any MMOs I was playing, you know, one video could be a mixture of a couple of different ones. The next video could just focus purely on one game, but it's all MMO related. Although I found so far just having each game have its own series is probably a lot cleaner to do. Now, I really don't like leaving series unfinished, even though I've got a few that are unfinished that I'm currently working on. But with an MMO it's different, because I can leave a log such as WoW and then pick it up again later down the road. You know what I mean? It just works out that way. It's not a problem to do that. So I could certainly check out other games, even if I don't invest, you know, even if I don't bring out much content on them. If for any reason I have to stop it, I can always bring it up again later down the road, so it's not a problem in that sense. But yeah, anyway, I've rambled enough. You know how I get when I'm trying to do these little update videos without actually playing a game. Love to hear feedback from you lot. You can either leave it in the comments or post it on my forums at paula.com, and depending on what you guys will say, I might visit the Old Republic or anything else you want to suggest. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for listening. Sorry if I've rambled. Till next time.